Anthony Hartwig here on Running Point with another player profile for the softball season. We're joined by champion senior Maddy Jones. Maddy, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today.
Thank you for having me.
When you talk about champion softball in the area, I think everyone kind of understands what that program is and what that program means. Before we go into your season and what you expect and your goals and all that fun stuff, talk about what it's like playing in this program with the expectations and the prestige that it has, and what it's like, being a part of that culture.
Playing for Champion is amazing. I honestly cannot picture myself at any other school playing. The coaches are amazing. The players are always great. There's never any drama. It's just absolutely amazing.
When you were growing up and you were watching champion softball succeed like it has in the last decade, you guys have won 6 state championships as a program. You've been to 9. What was it like aspiring to be a champion varsity softball player? And then when you finally got that position, you got that role, what was that kind of moment like?
It's absolutely an amazing feeling. To know that I played with in the same school as like Allison Smith, Mackenzie Zigmont, and them. It's just amazing.
Who were some people growing up in the champion softball realm did you look up to and you try to kind of mold after and you try to absorb as much knowledge as you could from?
I say my biggest role models were my two older sisters who have played for the champion team. One of my sisters who's been in the state championship. They have honestly been my biggest role models.
All right. So when you're coming into this program and you know how many state championships you've won and you know what the standard is there, does it put any pressure on you guys to not be the one class that doesn't live up to expectations, or is it kind of just ho hum in this program?
There is a lot of pressure because we've just had great teams in the past, and if we don't live up to it, it just, I don't know. But I say if we don't succeed as much as they did, our fans and everything do an amazing job supporting us in any way they can.
What kind of things do you guys do to kind of separate yourselves from those teams and realize that you're a different team, you're not that team, and you don't have to be that team. You just have to go and be kind of yourselves.
Our thing is we all know we're not teams in the past, so we all come together to realize that hey, it's going to be a tough season, win or lose. Um, we're still going to be the best we can, and we know that everyone will be proud of us regardless of the outcome.
Obviously, a big reason for champion success is at the top with Cheryl Weaver and the job that she does coaching. Talk about what it's like being coached by her and how much she has helped you grow as a softball player and a person.
Her coaching us is absolutely amazing. She always has a positive outlook on everything. Win or lose, she always says how well we did, and she's just a great coach all around. All of the coaches are.
When you look at some of the ways, some of the things that she is doing that maybe people, the public, don't see, what's something about Cheryl Weaver that you think people should know that they don't necessarily get to see, outside of the game?
That she is an awesome person. She's always knows how to make sure you're okay. If you're having a bad game, she will pull you aside and tell you it's okay. Like, she's just absolutely amazing.
All right, let's get a little bit more into your season. This is your last go around in champion. You're a senior. What's it like getting ready for this season and trying to hold off the anticipation of the first game?
Um, it's nerve-wracking because we lost very good players last year. We lost a very good catcher, Brooke Witt, and we lost our dominant pitchers we've had. But I think we are going to have a very good season. It's just we're going to have to see and wait.
And the thing about your season, you look at your schedule, and you have a schedule that is it's at the level that a team that's fighting for a state championship should be. You play a lot of really good teams and a lot of tough opponents outside of the already insanely hard MVAC that you play in. Talk about what it's like knowing that you're building a schedule that is going to really prepare you guys for postseason.
When I feel when Coach Weaver puts the schedule all together, she always tries to put us with big D1, D2 schools because she knows that they are going to make us better in the end, and that's what has led us to the amount of championships we have had. Um, she just knows our place and how well we're going to grow throughout the season. So I say playing the bigger teams are a good fit for us.
You guys have been together as a team for a while now. You've had practices under your belt. What are some team goals that you guys have discussed, and if you guys have kind of set for yourselves expectations wise this year?
Our expectations are and always has been doing a such amount fielding percentage and hitting percentage. We've had a few scrimmages already, and our hitting has been phenomenal. Our fielding has been pretty good too, but so far our hitting is just on point right now.
When you look at some of the personal goals that you've set for yourself this season, what are they? What are some personal goals you have?
My personal goals are just to leave it out on the field. It's my last year, so I'm just trying to have a very good time with the last few months I have left playing.
Yeah, I mean, the time's whittling down. Talk about the senior class, what it's like to be with them and play with them, and what kind of relationships you've built with the senior class that you play with at Champion.
I've been playing with this senior class since we were like 14. They've always been amazing. I say these past couple years we have grown a lot closer. They're just amazing. I love them, and I'm really gonna miss playing with them.
We've talked about your role models in the softball world and the Champion program, but what about role models in life that you have had growing up that have helped you through everything? What are some role models you have in life outside of softball?
My role models have always and always will be my family. Like I said, my two older sisters. Then my parents have just always been there for me through everything.
And I know you guys have some youth in this Champion program as well. As a senior group, what's it been like trying to gel the younger players with you guys and mold as a team?
Having the younger girls there are definitely different from last year and years past, but I say them being there is just absolutely amazing. Each and every single one of them has a talent that they bring to the team.
We know team chemistry is so important, and I know softball teams do a lot of things off the field to try to build team chemistry. What are some things that Champion Softball does to kind of build the relationships with each other and keep chemistry as tight as it is?
Every year, as a tradition, right before tournaments and stuff, we call it forking. We go throw a whole bunch of plastic forks and streamers and stuff in Coach Weaver's yard. It's just a great bonding experience.
Talk about some of your favorite memories with Champion and what you're going to look back on when you graduate and say, these are my favorite memories with this softball program.
My favorite memories are definitely the dancing before each game. Our huddles, we always have a fun conversation. And definitely the bus rides. The bus rides can get pretty fun with the singing and stuff.
You guys as seniors and not you're not alone. You went through something that a lot of generations don't have to go through with the missed year of 2020 and the COVID year. What was it like for you going through that and trying to bounce back from that last year and try to make last year as special as it could be?
Since a lot of us last year, or all of us last year, skipped a year, it was just it's very weird coming back to not having like Allison Smith there anymore, Sophie Howe, or any of them. So we really had to focus back on pitching and stuff because we lost two of our dominant pitchers that year.
I know last year you fell a little bit short in that district championship game, a really good softball game where either team probably could have won it. But last year as a whole, was there kind of a hunger to maybe a frustration of losing that year when you guys had such a big roster back and you were coming off of 3 straight championships? Was there kind of a almost a hunger and a frustration out for that year to kind of try to get back to where you were in 2019?
Yes, there definitely was. Every year we say that we would love to make it back to the championship. And last year we just fell real short of it. So we were all upset, but we were all excited and happy of the outcome of how far we made it.
Yeah, now coming into this year and after with the way last year's season ended, how hungry do you think this team really is to go out and get back to regionals and make a run at that state tournament?
Uh, we're hoping to get there. All of us have already talked about it, and it would just be amazing to be there once more.
Talk about this champion community and what it's like to play for them and what it's like to know that the champion supporters and the people that go to champion always have your back.
Playing for champion and the community and stuff is just amazing. Win or lose, they support us in every way. They always know how to cheer and like stuff like that. And going to state and stuff, we always have a big amount of fans. And on the way back when we win, when we're driving home on the bus, they always come and line up and cheer for us. It's just absolutely amazing.
We know that you're a student and an athlete, so let's talk about your schooling a little bit. What are some of your favorite subjects, and are there any teachers in the champion high school world that have kind of impacted your schooling career?
Um, I can't name a specific one because Champion all around K through 12 has amazing teachers, and they're also real big supporters of us. So it's amazing.
What about subjects that you like and things that you a major that you might want to kind of get into when you go into college?
Um, my favorite subject is math, so I'm actually going to be majoring early childhood education.
Have you made a decision yet on college on where you're going to go in the future, or are you still undecided?
I'm going to be attending Kent Trumbull.
There you go. When you look at when you graduate from Champion and you kind of look back on your years there, what are going to be some of the legacies that you hope you left and that the footprints that you left on this school and on all the sports teams that you played for?
I'm hoping just to leave how much I supported and all of my teammates and stuff like that, always cheering regardless, win or lose. I just hope to leave that good sportsmanship is always a plus and you need it.
Got to have some fun before we let you go. Talk about any superstitions that you have, pregame routines, things like that that you have to stick to. If you don't, you kind of feel off for a game.
I feel off if we don't have our dugout dances before each and every game. It's just something we've done for I don't know how long now, and it's always just a real good time.
All right, it's a dancing team. Who's the best dancer on this roster?
Oh, probably Bella Meyer.
All right, who's the one girl on this roster that no matter what the situation is in the dugout or if you're down or if you're up can always make people laugh and kind of lighten the situation and keep you guys loose?
I say all of us as a whole, but the one person that really does it for me is probably Morgan Davis or Bella Meyer again.
What's your pregame playlist sound like? What kind of music gets you really jazzed and hyped up for a game?
Mine is country and stuff like that or major throwbacks. But as a team, it's definitely like hip hop or like rap of some sort.
If you got a walk up song, what would it be?
Oh, I don't even know.
Do you have like that one song that's like it'll get you hyped up no matter what you're going through? It's like this song is gonna get me jazzed.
For games, it would definitely be We Ready. It's just the words speak for itself.
That's a popular one. What is something that you do to kind of take your mind off softball if it gets overwhelming or try to kind of relax and enjoy your life outside of softball? What are some of your hobbies?
Definitely playing with my little sister. She definitely keeps my mind off of like school stuff and other major events happening in my life.
They're another softball player in the future of the Jones family coming up.
I'm hoping.
What about favorite post game meal after a big win? What do you like to put in your belly?
I'm a big fan of Mexican,
Mm,
so probably some sort of type of Mexican food.
Chipotle.
El Torero is definitely my favorite.
There you go. What's the go to order at El Torero?
It's called steak chihuahua. It's steak and rice with like this cheesy type sauce. It's amazing.
All right, before we let you go, we like to give every player that we interview the chance to kind of thank their support system and the people that have been there for them all throughout the years. So I want to kind of give you the time to give shout outs to the people that are always there for you and the people that you wouldn't be where you are without.
I just want to thank my family, every past coach I've had, and current coaches. You've all done amazing, shaping me to the player and person I am today.
All right, Manny, thank you so much for joining us today, giving us a little bit of look inside your senior season. We look forward to covering you all year, and we can't wait to talk to you again real soon.
Thank you for having me.